Hi, my name is William Laven and I am a Stambassador for Action Starring Children. Since I last recorded, I am now a Senior Operations Executive in PG1, which is part of Popsis Group, and I've been here for over 4 years now, and I am also part of the Disability Board for the Group UK, where we help raise awareness around disability in the workplace and make it a better place. And I'm also now a podcast host of Stammer Stories. I love my role because it means that I talk to different people every single day. It means that I can also work with different clients, work with different teams, but also it pushes me to be a new person. And for me, I like to do different speaking challenges, and it helps me do like presentations with a team or work with senior leadership. Normally when I stand would normally be quite nervous. It pushes me to do more bigger adventures that I wouldn't normally do. I've been in work now for 6 years, which is a very weird statistic, and I've now been in work more than I was in secondary school, which sort of freaks me out. But I never went to uni. I have done the apprenticeship scheme, and that's how I found my job here in Popsis, and my stammer has never let it hold me back, and I've always been a believer of you should follow your dreams, not what other people should say, what you feel like in the heart, and never let your stammer tell you if you can't do a job, because you won't know unless you try it. If you want to be a radio presenter, try it. If you want to work in finance, try it. If you want to work in customer service, try it, because you never know how someone will be unless you put yourself in that situation. But also, everyone with a stammer will understand this, is that it does surprise us, and if you're nervous about a job interview, everyone gets nervous and just tell the interviewer that I have a stammer, and it is okay because you are allowed to stammer in different situations. My team are extremely supportive about my stammer, to the point that when I told them that I had stammer, my director doesn't. Okay, sure, which was the best thing that she could have ever done, because it made me relax from day one. And I said, if I stammer in there, cool. I'm not nervous, it's just me stammering. And they see the potential, that how much of a difference it makes if they push me. So if it's doing a presentation, as I said earlier, but also they let me raise awareness about it in my workplace. Like I did a live podcast event in the office, I've done panels, whenever I do any news appearances, they let me promote it, which means so much to me, because it means not only is it giving me a platform, it means that they support me from other apprentices to senior leadership, and it just shows that actually we know it in our head that we think everyone's going to judge us, but that's not the case, especially in the workplace. This question is a extremely special question for me, because at the time when I was 13, my stammer was at a weird point, because I had just stopped speech and language therapy, but also I was in secondary school, which is a peak of bullying, but also it's a peak of confidence when you learn to be your own person. And I wasn't a fan of my stammer. I always wanted to hide it, or I would never answer questions in school. I would never do a presentation. I would really sort of hide myself and be quite shy, and if you know me now, that's not the case. But if 13-year-olds saw me now, and I said this in my TEDx, that if they heard that I was doing a TEDx, I think they would either hysterically laughed or hysterically cried, or both, because it's just a change of mindset that I've had. And I think if I had the confidence that I have now about my stammer, I think my whole outlook on my possibilities in the future would be completely different, because I've also got other neurodiversities as well. Sometimes you just have to look past the hurdle to see the brighter side. And yeah, but I think they would be extremely happy, and as I said, probably quite emotional if they saw it as well. This question, has your stammer hold you back? Yes. Does it still hold me back? no. And it's a very simple answer, is because I don't let it. Because if I let my stammer hold me back, I wouldn't be where I am today. And nor should you if you're struggling with your stammer. Your stammer is only a very, very small percentage of your life, and it's only a very, very small percentage of how other people see you. And I think in our heads we need to remove that factor that it is okay to stammer. It makes us who we are. And if you have a bad stammer day, tell your close people or join a stammer community. It's sad when I look back and I think, why did I let go of that opportunity? All because of my stammer, or who could I have been friends with back then compared to who I could have been friends with now if I hadn't let my stammer hold me back. And I think now I've just decided to just let go of my tension behind my stammer and to see, you know what, it's great, it makes me who I am and it makes me unique. And always remember that we have a unique opportunity to teach the world to listen in a completely new way. And even though we have words in our heart that we want to say, just say it, because you will regret not saying those words, and no one in life should ever have regrets, especially about what they want to say. If you want to find out more about me and my journey, I've got a podcast called Stammer Stories, where I talk to people with a stammer, people who work in the stammer field, and also people who don't stammer. I've had guests such as Ed Balls, Mimi Darling Beauty. I've had Sharon Gafka from Love Island, who doesn't have a stammer, and we talk about stammering. We be open about it. We talk about the things you should and shouldn't do with people with a stammer. We talk about stories, and we do a campaign. So we just launched our latest campaign a few months ago called Just Say It, and soon we'll be launching our latest campaign called Stammer Chats, which includes a lot of inspiring stories covering mental health behind stammering. But also we have plenty of resources that we want you to be able to use and resource as a guide, but also as a safety net for people for your stammer, or if you know someone with a stammer. We are just here telling true stories, and I think that's the most important thing, is you can understand more of what someone's going through by hearing it from a person themselves. And I've learned a lot about stammering. You can tell how every stammer is different and how every stammer is unique to who they are. You can find us on all podcasting platforms, but also we're on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, where you can join us. And we're also on a stammer community. If you're wanting to find a community, come and join our Just Say It community on Storyboard app, where we'll be doing exclusive events, also just telling our stammer chats. So yeah.